Okay, so you probably already know this, but just in case, UFC successfully held their closed door event on May 10, 2020 in Jacksonville, Florida, and I must say this, it was awesome.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
At first, the event felt weird, and have you ever saw a UFC event where there's no crowd? Well, Dana White pulled it out anyway, and it was history made. It means that we can still have big fights even during the pandemic. What I want to talk about today, however, is Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson. Wow, just wow. That's all I can say. This video is my reaction to that fight. And you probably know it was an upset, at least for Tony Ferguson. But for the fans, it was what was expected. A great fight, and Tony was expected to win, but nonetheless, it was a great, satisfying fight and event. But man, oh man, Gaethje came out striking, and he was hitting the mark on the spot. Yes, Tony Ferguson lost to Gaethje, and that's via TKO in round number 5. Who would expect that? It was one of those events where we could have heard the crowd gasp for air as they watched Tony Ferguson systematically get beat down by Justin Gaethje. Most of us actually didn't expect the result. In fact, even the experts, the odds maker, were mostly wrong. And I gotta ask you this, did you lose money on this fight? Okay, it may be an upset win, but fans got what they came for. Wait, what? Wait a second. There were no fans inside the ViStar Veteran Memorial Arena. In fact, there is only one thing you will not hear at the event, and that was the fans. I'm still hopeful that no one will come out positive of coronavirus after this event. Anyway, fans in the United States and around the world watch via pay-per-view. I don't know about you. I don't know where you watch it, but I'm not sure how many buys yet for this pay-per-view, but there are no other sporting events available. So for sure, I'm sure this is gonna do good. If you're still watching until this part, by the way, thank you. And I usually cover boxing and Philippine boxing, and mostly because that's what's available here. But right now, I really need a fix of live events, and UFC delivered it in satisfying fashion. I was not rooting for either fighter, so I don't feel bad for Tony's loss, but certainly entertained and happy about the fight. Now let me tell you what happened on the fight. Okay, round number 1. I'm gonna share this. This is what I saw. Round number 1. In this round, you would agree that it was a good fight. You already noticed that Gaethje started really well and was hitting Tony, but given that Tony was retaliating right back, there's no reason to be alarmed. It just looked like a promising start to what could be an awesome duel. And indeed, it became an awesome duel. I would like to give that round to Tony, but I really think Gaethje got the first round. Okay? Now the second round. Great boxing again by Gaethje. Outstanding combination. Left hook connecting, and Tony Ferguson is getting countered. Commentator keep commending the stamina and the durability of Tony as he accept blows, and if it's nothing. Tony ended the second round, however, with a good uppercut, and Gaethje looked hurt. And fortunately, the round was over. So Gaethje, however, won most of that round, but Tony showed a glimmer of hope, and the end was really good. I still say Gaethje won that round. Just full disclosure, I'm not probably the best judge for the fight, but it is my blog, and that's my point of view. If you agree with me, that's good. If you don't, then that's fine. Why don't you comment so far if you agree with me or not on my analysis on the fight? Let's go to the third round. Okay, third round. Tony still looked to attack here, but the damage on the face of Tony is showing already. And Tony, for some reason, is hell-bent in making this a striking battle, as he maybe rarely or never really done or attempted any takedown for Gaethje. I wonder why. He was preparing for a Khabib fight, right? So he should be prepared to grapple. Okay, well, anyway, same story though. Boxing superiority shown by Gaethje. Tony literally look and feel like a zombie. His face is swollen, but his will to attack is still there. Even showboating at the end of the round. Scary and entertaining at the same time. How the hell is Tony still standing? That's what the commentator is asking. By this round, Ferguson may be scratching their heads, the fans, I mean. And what is happening here? And I think it's Gaethje's round. That's round number 4. Round number 3, I mean. Round number 4. Let's look at round number 4. So here's my note on round number 4. For the first time, I know that at round number 4, Tony is losing the fight for real. And I felt that the fourth round is a must-win for Tony Ferguson. He has never looked this bad in his last fight. In fact, in his last 12 fight, it was all a win. He never looked bad at all. Looks like his streak is about to be stopped, and his dream to fight Khabib is about to end. Ferguson probably know this, and Ferguson knows that he is way behind, and but he's still bravely attacking. But Gaethje got his number. Backpedaling. Gaethje was backpedaling, but still countering at will and just hitting the hooks after hooks that finally wobbled and hurt Ferguson, and that's visible now. You can see that Ferguson is hurt. There was a time in the fourth round that Gaethje could have finished Ferguson, but never really over committed on the attack, as he know how dangerous Ferguson still is. Now Gaethje is looking patient, did not take advantage of the opportunity, and now I know it's for a good reason. I was thinking back then that, hey, finish the fight. You have that opportunity. He's like wobbled. He doesn't know where he is, and but he was looking for quality shot, and he keeps finding them, and was brutally punishing Tony's face. And I'm telling you, something will be broken. 30-second, Tony is showing weakness, and his legs wobbled again, but still. Proud Tony is pushing forward. He attempted head kicks to no avail. And the end of the round, this looks like another Gaethje round. What am I talking about? This is definitely Gaethje's round. And it's all Gaethje for me. Okay, round number 5. Of course, definitely a must-win round again for Tony. And when I say win, he needs to knock out Gaethje to win this. But Tony got hit again at the start of the round. Gaethje looking confident now. 2 heavy punches for Gaethje, wobbled and almost put Tony down, but Justin is not rushing to anything here. He knows what he needs to do, and it was working in the first or the fourth round. Why change anything? He got this in the bag. Tony is beaten up, and if there were a crowd in the arena, you would probably already hear murmurs, and this is an upset in the making. Wonder why Ferguson did not push for a takedown again, or did not do anything different. He was obviously outclassed in boxing that night. Ferguson, all bruised up and swollen up, is not ready. He's not ready to relinquish his winning streak, but he is just out, literally out already, and still getting hit. And Gaethje at this time is basically just in control, and every time he hit Tony, it's a damage. Tony is a willing fighter, but another combination to the face and a jab momentarily put back Tony to his feet, and he backpedaled while he's shaking his head as if, wow, what hit me? And the look in his face, you would see desperation and confusion, the face of defeat actually. Referee looking closely, and another punch actually ended the fight. Obviously, the referee step over and blocked Gaethje from hitting another shot, and that's it. The referee halt the fight, and it is official. It's an upset. Justin Gaethje is the interim champion. Now has the right to face Khabib when he is ready to fly back to the US of A. And that will be our next fight, probably once the pandemic's over, because Khabib is not fighting during the pandemic. It was an amazing fight nonetheless. Ferguson definitely looked disappointed. He pushes back Gaethje when he tries to hug him. At least for the first time, second time they were able to hug and congratulate each other. Tony said after the fight that his training camp was too long and did have enough time to adjust to the strategy in facing a striker like Gaethje. And on the other hand, Gaethje after the fight chose not to wear the interim lightweight title. As he said, he wanted to wear the real one that is being held by Khabib. He was asked about the stoppage and said that he will be disappointed too. And he said he came to die, he came to fight and die. And just like Tony said, he would rather prefer to be finished. Well, anyway, referee has to do what he needs to do. And this is a great start for combat sports during this time of the pandemic. We can do it. Hopefully, no bad news after this event, because UFC has a couple more events lined up. Personally, the event was a much needed diversion for combat sport fans. We may be locked inside our homes, but we'll not stop finding ways to enjoy sports and just like this. So let's keep going. All of the other promoters, find some ways to make events happen. Anyway, if you're finished with my video, watching this video until here, and you finish this one, then you must have liked it. And so why don't you do me a favor? Please do subscribe and press the notification bell, especially if you like boxing too. I got a lot of local boxing content, original videos mostly. And it may prompt me to do a lot more MMA videos in English or in Tagalog, because I know a lot of MMA fans, they like it in English, but I can do both. Okay. All right, so see you again. That's my reaction. Hopefully you like it. And let me know if you agree with me on the comment section. I'll talk to you again soon. And my name is Pow Salud. If you like this, there's a few more videos that you can watch and enjoy. Thank you. Hi, my name is Pow Salud. Thank you very much for watching until the very end of this video. If you haven't done so, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our uploads. If you subscribe now, I think you and I could be best friends. Talk to you soon.
Powcast Sports.